Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm jumping in today and I want to tell you a little bit about a project that I've been working on. I have been working on a lot of these projects actually, where I try to link a bunch of different activities into one reading book, one read aloud. For example, this book right here is the one that I'm going to talk about today. I take a picture book that you can read aloud to your students, and then I try to weave in as many different things as I can into that, right? So there's reading projects, there's some engineering projects inside of here, and also some math involved as well. So I try to really take that STEAM and I try to give you ideas to use those in multiple different areas, to use this story in multiple areas. So this book is called Moldilocks and the Three Scares. So it's based on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And this is an awesome book for the month of October and for Halloween, or in the days leading up to Halloween. And I want to tell you a little bit about what I did with this, what resources and what activities I had the kids doing to go along with this book. So first of all, this book is absolutely awesome, right? So it is, like I said, based on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So naturally, the first thing that I think that we should do is I think we should use this book, but then compare it. There's a link to reading where you're comparing this story to, comparing and contrasting to other versions of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So inside of here, I actually include a bunch of links. There are some, the Jan Brett version is included here, so you can hear that story, have your students compare to that. And then what they can do is they can do the Venn diagram that's connected to this, or if you teach maybe older kids, maybe 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, you can do, I did include the triple Venn diagram, so you can compare a few different versions of the story, right? So that's just one of the activities that's included inside of this pack. Now, also, what I did is I included an engineering project in here as well. So, the monster inside of this book, she is actually a zombie. She is the one going into the house, right? So she's the one going into the house. She is Moldilocks. She is testing out the soup and testing out the chairs, and she's breaking things along the way. So the engineering project that goes along with this is what the kids are doing. They have to design a chair that will hold all of the monsters. Not at the same time, but they have to hold each one of the monsters. So here's an example of that. And then also, here's another example of that as well. So the kids have a few tools, right? So they can use some popsicle sticks, glue, just some basic things that you probably have sitting around your classroom already to build a chair that is going to hold each one of the monsters. So in order to do that, to test it out, here's what you can do. So you can get some small pumpkins, and included in this pack, I also included these little guys here, right? So they have this, you can see that it's just glued onto a popsicle stick. So here's the zombie. This is a small gourd. The kids would be able to, once they're finished with the project, they would be able to set this on top of the chair and see if it holds that weight. I also have, there is a baby in the story, and that is a werewolf, okay? And then also I have just a slightly larger pumpkin, which you can see here, and that one is the Mama Scare. And Mama Scare is in a, just like I said, kind of that medium-sized pumpkin. And then finally, there is Papa Scare. And Papa Scare, that is the biggest pumpkin, and you're going to have the kids create those chairs, and their ultimate goal is to see if their chair can support the weight of each one of these guys, right? Including the biggest pumpkin, which you can see isn't huge, but it's, it's big enough. It's the biggest one out of all of them. So that is the project. Now, inside of the project, what I did is I included something called Steam Bucks. So this is what the Steam Bucks actually look like. So the students would actually get $200 in Steam Bucks. And once they get those $200 in Steam Bucks, they have to purchase materials from you to build their chair. So for example, a popsicle stick costs $10 in Steam Bucks. So they only can use a certain amount of resources, and that kind of controls your resources, but it's also making sure that the kids we're integrating a little bit of math in there as well, okay? So, like I said, this is based on Moldilocks and the Three Scares, and perfect for the month of October and for Halloween, or in the days leading up to Halloween. I have a bunch of other STEAM into reading projects on TPT as well, so if you're interested in those, let me know. But yeah, I would love to know, would you use all of this? Would you use bits and pieces of this? Could you see your kids using this project to build that chair for each one of the monsters? Let me know how you feel. Thanks so much.